The Christmas season is upon us, and as usual, we are faced with many difficult decisions. What will we fill those stockings with? And what are we going to get for Cousin Judy and Aunt Edith? Well, let YTD take one decision off your plate this year. There's no need to spend time scouring the stores for the best cookies to leave out for St. Nick, because today we taste 3 delectable offerings to help you decide how best to thank the big man after he slides down the chimney. Let's get geared up for the holidays right now on You Tried Dat. You Tried Dat. Happy holidays. I'm Nick Novak with my pals Jan Hancock.
Ho ho howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Jingle all the way.
Common
Christmas greeting, jingle all the way.
He doesn't actually say that in the movie, I don't think.
Oh, I think my only impression
was that an Arnold impression?
Yeah, well, that was like, remember the Conan used to have like the fake, like it was a picture of Arnold with just the mouth moving, and he'd always go, "My hit film, Jingle All the Way." So yeah.
Novak, do you actually have an Aunt Edith, or is that just a name you picked?
No, that just seems like an aunt's name, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
old person name for sure.
All right, guys, I got 3 headlines, recent
Yeah.
headlines that
Like
are
the 3 wise
odd.
men.
That's right. And they are from a set of articles about different odd news stories. All right,
We're
They're
3
all
wise
true.
guys.
That's right.
That's correct.
All right, anyway.
The first one says woman finds 2 pythons mating behind her microwave. Right. So
Behind
my
her
question is
microwave?
this.
I got many questions, but go ahead.
So microwave in the bushes?
Yeah.
My main question is this. If I saw 2 snakes, do you think you would know if they were fucking? Like, how would you know?
I mean, only if one of the snakes happens to pull out and all its snake cum just splooges out. Then I would know. But otherwise, I'd probably just think they were cuddling or fighting, maybe. Like one of them's trying to eat the other.
I think they're fighting. Yeah, you're right. It occurs to me that I've never seen a snake penis.
Yeah.
Or snakes fucking.
Or snakes
What do
or
you-
2 snakes
What do you think a snake's packing? 4 or 5 millimeters?
If it's an
I don't know how
anaconda.
they have sex. I honestly don't know any of the snake anatomy.
Well, their tails join together like the Avatar people's hair does, and then it.
There's a photo of it and it's a short video, and it's
Hold on,
just
you're
like
telling
a
me you
microwavy-
don't know what it looks like, and you've watched a full fucking
Well,
video
this is
and
like
jacked off to it.
post-coitus.
What, you're post-coitus right now?
This is from
One of the snakes is smoking a cigarette.
The other snake is slowly getting up and putting its old skin back on and wriggling out.
I'm just now clicking on it, and apparently snakes was just referring to 2 really hung guys. So, so it's like a microwave that's sitting on a countertop,
Right.
and then behind
Right.
it, like it's pulled out a bit, and there's literally 2 gigantic fucking snakes. I don't know how they got in, or you didn't see them.
Yeah, why wasn't the microwave already pushed all the way up against the wall? Like, what crazy person doesn't waste counter space by not having their microwave up against the wall, you know?
Yeah, you're inviting snakes to come in and fuck.
Exactly. You gotta push that
snake
shit against the
simmers.
wall if you don't want snakes. Come on.
So is this in Florida? Is that what you said? Or no?
I did not say
That's all-
where it is, but
Let's
Very
assume, yeah.
Florida happenstance. Yeah, a little Everglades microwave action.
yeah, do they have what? Oh, it's in Australia.
Oh,
Chad,
the
what?
the Florida of the Pacific, right?
Since you've now lived sort of half your life in the Midwest and half in California, what are the creatures you're more likely to see out there that we wouldn't be used to?
Oh, bears, I guess. We'll see bears, like if we go to, Tahoe or Yosemite or something. You'll see bears. But, like, in San Francisco, the only creatures is, like, raccoons. And, like, the occasional wolf. There's a couple wolves around for some reason.
In San Francisco, you see a lot of the other kind of bear, right?
Yeah. And the scariest creature of all, burned out hippies.
Divvy bikes hanging from the trees.
The second story actually is about a bear, so we'll transition.
All right, great.
Wait, which kind?
The headline.
Were there two bears fucking by the giant microwave? The world's biggest microwave covering up two polar bears fucking.
It says, bear wanders into California cafe, steals cookies.
I saw this headline. This is good.
So my main question about it is, if a bear comes in and eats cookies from the cafe, is it stealing?
Well, they didn't fucking pay for it now, did they?
Yeah.
So yes.
That's terrifying.
And then they like shoot it out, right? But they waited to let him get a couple double stuff down before shooting it out, or what?
They didn't say how they got rid of it. I think maybe they just said it was ejected by police.
Have you guys ever seen? You said you've seen a bear in the wild, Chad, like at Tahoe or whatever.
I have not. I actually have not seen a bear in a wild, but I know that they are out there because I see all these news stories all the time of like bear wanders into apartment or whatever. And the times that we have gone to Tahoe and Yosemite and stuff. Yeah.
Bear Owens and Mrs. Fields.
The times we've gone, they have all the signs up that are like, you have to put your garbage into like these special bear-proof garbage cans and, stuff like that.
Yeah. When we were in the Smoky Mountains for vacation, they did the same thing. They had all these signs. We had to watch a training video, like, do not leave your trash out. And I was like, really wanted to see a bear. No, we went to like a bear country, which is like a bear reservation. I mean, it's like a zoo. That's not really the same. But we were up north in Wisconsin one time. We were just driving down the highway, and all of a sudden we hear like a bunch of cars slamming the brakes behind us. And I look in the rear mirror, and there is a bear just walking across the road. And it is the most stunning, like, because they're big, right? And it's just such a big, random animal to appear out of nowhere. It was like bizarre looking. And I can't imagine being in a cafe and seeing them wander in and just start munching down some snickerdoodles or something.
They are very big. You really have to pull the microwave forward if you want it to fuck behind it. So big.
Yeah, we went camping one time, and there was two bears out behind our camper making an Okie cookie.
Yeah. Bears just jacking off onto a cookie.
And then eating. One had to eat it, yeah. Yep, that's how that works.
Now, is that called stealing?
He stole the other bear's cum.
Load? Oh, boy. That sound you hear is 1,000 mouse clicks of unsubscribe all at once.
The last one is Iowa man claps 1,140 times in 1 minute for world record.
What in the world?
All right, so in 1 minute.
How?
So that's like, that's more than 10. That's like 20 a second. It's not possible.
So I did.
Was he being electrocuted at the time? Like, how is that even?
Yeah, what's a clap? Is it like a full
breaks record seconds before death? I did watch the video, and it is.
He's having a seizure, and they're like, world record.
So he starts like. He's like warming up, and he's kind of rubbing his hands together. He's like rubbing his hands together like this, and then the time like starts, and I can't even tell because he's like the rubbing your hands together becomes like this very like rhythmic like thing that maybe is clapping. I turn up the volume, and it just sounds like. I don't know how the fuck it can be counted.
They must have they must like had some machine like recorded the audio, and then a computer counted it or something like that. But that's not a fucking clap. You're rubbing your hands together. That's not a goddamn clap.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, there was like, I think the way it was is there was you know how you got to get the Guinness people to show up to confirm the record?
Right. Mm-hmm.
He started clapping, And he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he goes, 2 snakes fucking. And the guy turned around and then he turned back and he was like, 1,000.
You imagine the Guinness Book of World, all the dumb shit that gotta go. I gotta go to some guy's house and watch him lay out 2 to 3 miles worth of Twinkies just so I can verify it. Or, like some dumb fucking thing. I gotta go watch the world's 2 biggest bears fuck.
Where are you going today, Bob? I gotta go measure how far this microwave is from the wall. It's the world record for this microwave. I would be pissed if, like, I was a cop that had just, ejected a bear from a cafe, and then, like, everybody's happy and they're, like, giving me applause, but then one person is just rubbing their hands together. I'd be like, no, fucking clap for real. I ejected that bear.
So I recommend people look this up.
Yeah,
maybe
which one?
Whoever edits this can put this sound at the end.
The clapping?
The clapping guy.
Okay.
Look up this fucking snakes.
I want the sound of this snake orgasming on the end of the podcast.
All right, let's eat some cookies. We got 3 cookies to eat. We rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. And let's start with the Pepperidge Farm. They're a long time to the cookie game, Pepperidge Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Sausalito milk chocolate and macadamia nut cookie. Who has the guy? You have the package, right?
No, again, Chad has them so that they would get out to him in one piece. So,
all right, Chad, what can you tell us?
Well, I ripped the package a lot to get it open, but it just says milk chocolate macadamia made with big chocolate chunks, and then macadamia nuts. Other than that, standard cookie. Pretty crispy. Do you guys like macadamia nuts in your cookies?
I don't know that I've ever had it. I probably have and just not known it.
They don't like that affect my like or dislike of it that much. They usually aren't a strong taste one way or the other.
They're kind of just placeholders. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to avoid nuts in cookies in general because I'm like, if there's gonna be that like harder texture in there, I'd rather they just put more chocolate chips or something. But I don't know if I have an opinion on macadamia nuts really.
All right, Geiger, what do you think of the Pea Farm?
I'll say I'm not as big a fan. If I'm getting a chocolate chip cookie, I kind of like standard chip size because I feel like with the chunks you only get like 1 or 2 big bursts of chocolate and the rest are just like cookie with nothing in them. I also can't tell if these are crunchy because that's kind of how they're supposed to be, or crunchy because I had to open the package like 2 or 3 weeks ago 2 weeks ago when I mailed it. But
they still taste fresh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this
stale.
is how they're supposed to be.
Okay. I'm going to give it an indifferent to that. I think these are fine. The problem is like the cookie, there's like vast swaths of cookie with no chocolate in it. And the regular cookie is just bland. It's a little sweet. Like we said, the macadamia nut doesn't do much other than add maybe some crunch to it. And it's not bad. It's just kind of your basic B type of cookie. It's very average. So I would say I'd just give it an indifferent to that.
Chad?
Yeah, I'm think I'm right there with you. I even took a bite of like just a macadamia nut. It has like no flavor at all. So I'm like, why is this even in here? Especially with you when you have a cookie that is as crunchy as this one. Like the cookie is as hard as the nut, basically. So you don't even notice the texture. So it feels really pointless to me. The chocolate chunk is inferior to the chocolate chip. Like that is objective truth. Like the cookie I pulled out only had like 3 little chunks in it, and they were all on one side. It's fine. There's no reason to buy this cookie. Literally no reason. So yeah, indifferent to
that. I want to like it because it doesn't taste bad, but you guys pointed out too many of the issues. The chocolate chunk for one, and a big issue. And I've got 3 cookies. 2 out of the 3, like you said, are loaded with chocolate on one side and bare of chocolate on the other. That's a bad mistake. They need to load these up with more chocolate. So I'm
have made a bad mistake.
Triple up with the indifferent to dat, and we've got a lazy electioneer to start out. It's a pretty beatable score. Let's do the peanut butter ones next. The Matt's PB chocolate chip cookies. Matt's cookies in general, I'm not a huge fan of in the past, but I have not had this variety.
I never even heard of Matt's cookies, and like I saw this and I was like very excited, like peanut butter chocolate chip. I showed them to my wife, and she's like immediately pointed out the giant dairy-free label on the side. I'm like, that could be a problem.
I've seen these in stores a bunch, and I always was curious about them, but I've never had them either. I don't think.
I think
They're
Matt's
very soft.
is made out this way in the Midwest.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. They're soft in a weird way.
Well, it's a peanut butter cookie, so I would expect it to be soft. Although,
right.
I mean, like I do like a chewy packaged cookie, but yeah, the consistency is something.
Yeah. That's accurate, actually. It's hard to... It's soft, but it's not. It's weird. Chad, what do you think?
I don't know. I I was looking at these cookies like, we're approaching the end of the year here. I'm hoping for a couple more really good snacks, to make it on that like top Mount snack more when we do our year in review. Right, 2022, I don't know if you guys remember, it was supposed to be the year of good snacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we have seriously dropped the ball in that regard. So I was looking at these cookies. I'm like, oh, maybe one of these cookies is going to be it. This was the one I sort of like picked out. And this is just a colossal fucking disappointment. The consistency is so like weirdly grainy in not a good way, right? Like a peanut butter cookie shouldn't taste like, or it shouldn't in your mouth, shouldn't feel like just a bunch of like grains of sand with some small rocks in it, kind of thing. Like peanut butter cookies are supposed to be a little bit smoother. The flavor, I don't even really taste that much peanut butter. If it is, it's like maybe it's one of those like weird ass, all natural, organic bullshit peanut butters or something like that. Not like good peanut butter, right? So, and again, like this cookie that I had has one chocolate chip in it. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, what are you even doing? This is a big disappointment. I'm going to give this a pretty solid dislike that.
It takes a lot to be handed peanut butter and chocolate as your ingredients, and then to fuck it up so badly.
Yeah.
I feel like even I've had the Matt's regular chocolate chip, and they're equally as disappointing as this. And I know a lot of people who like these cookies, and I have no respect for that opinion. So, so Geiger, be careful what you say.
I love, these are bad, huh, guys?
It's just very disappointing on so many levels. I would rather eat the Pepperidge Farm than this one.
For sure.
I'm going to give this one a dislike. And chocolate chip cookies are just about one of my favorite things in the world. So it takes a lot to get this. I'm going to give it a second dislike that. Geiger?
Guys, talking about these cookies like they brought home a bad report card or something. I'm just so ashamed of you.
Oh, I'm spanking this cookie later for sure.
Are we still talking about the same thing? What? I agree. Now, I wonder if these cookies are probably always going to be at a disadvantage because they're just not, there's like generic, right. But they're generic store-bought cookies, right? Like they're never going to be as good as a freshly baked or bakery chocolate chip cookie. But having said that, we're not eating those. So we got to judge these. And I agree with you guys. The consistency was weird. It almost felt like I was eating an oatmeal raisin cookie. Like for the consistency, it was that weird, like crumble chewiness. Right. But again, I didn't even mind the peanut butter taste. I'm with Chad. I think I had like 2 chocolate chips in the whole thing. And I'll repeat what Chad said. The fuck are you doing, Matt? Did you run out of chocolate because of the pandemic? You dumb fuck. I mean, if that happened, I apologize. But
nah,
yeah,
it's still a dumb fuck.
You should be selling these as peanut butter with the occasional piece of chocolate cookie. There's no chocolate chip. Chocolate chip should not be the main advertising hook of this cookie. So for that reason, again, it wasn't horrible or anything. I'll probably just give it another indifferent, but I would rather eat the Pepperidge Farm cookie.
All right, an indifferent 2 dislikes. Pepperidge Farm still in the lead, and I looked up Matt's Geiger, and it's right down the street from us in Wheeling, so we can
pay him a visit.
Burn it down. Oh wait, what? Visit.
All right,
we should take the guest tour or whatever and get all the way to the end. Any questions? And yeah, we got one. The fuck are you doing? Just yell at him. Excuse me. Where's the chocolate chips?
I wipe my ass with your cookies and then proceed to do it.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so segment here. You know, guys, it's the holiday season. You know that.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, one and all. Christmas is just around the corner, like 2 weeks away. I forget, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I was asking myself today, saying, Chad, what is the best part of Christmas? There's a lot of candidates, a lot of things that you could say are the best part about Christmas. Well, the only way to figure that out, stack rank 10 things and average it out. So we're going to do a Mount Christmas More, a.k.a. Christmas Mount Snack More.
Despite this has nothing to do with snacks, I'm assuming.
That's right. No, I don't think there's it's food-ish items, 1 or 2, but gotcha. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I got 10 things. I'm going to rank them all. I'll read them off to you. Here is what we are ranking in no particular order. Christmas lights. Christmas tree. Christmas music. Snow. Shopping. Santa Claus. Stockings. Gingerbread houses. Mistletoe. And of course, everybody's favorite symbol of Christmas. Gold, myrrh, and frankincense.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, you got all 10 of them?
GMF.
This is going to take me a while.
GMF. Yeah, so while you guys do that, I will go ahead. I pre-ranked these earlier today. I will go through my rankings. Starting at the bottom, as always. Number 10, mistletoe. Mistletoe sucks shit. It has...
I think you're doing it wrong.
It has never worked for me. Ever once. Not once have I ever gotten a mistletoe kiss. Plus, in the lens of like 2022, maybe mistletoe a little bit problematic in some way. A little bit
hanging it behind your microwave.
I just wanted to fuck behind my microwave, and the mistletoe wasn't doing it. Yeah, so mistletoe sucks. Just behind that also sucks. Number 9, shopping. I hate shopping any time of year. At Christmas time, it is especially obnoxious. It's not so bad if you do all your shopping online, but still just like buying stuff just sucks. It sucks. Next, I'm going to go number 8, gingerbread houses. So I like to look at an intricate gingerbread house, one that like looks pretty and stuff like that. But the big problem with gingerbread houses is you can't eat them because they get like glued together and like a bunch of shit that doesn't actually taste good or that is inedible gets attached to the gingerbread house. So it feels like a waste of gingerbread. Number 7, this might be a hot take here. I'm going Santa Claus. I don't really like Santa Claus that much.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Yeah, okay, great.
Well, look, here's the thing. If I give my kids presents, I want the credit for it. Okay? I don't think some mythical fat piece of shit.
You'll get it at some point.
Mythical. Hold on. If you're giving your kids Christmas presents, there's a literal fat piece of shit giving it to them. No myth around it.
Exactly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm just, yeah.
And then, something about it has always just like that, and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy, all that stuff has just sort of like rubbed me the wrong way. So yeah, down with Santa Claus, I say. All right. Number 6, I'm going to go snow. I moved to California and I can't really take snow anymore, especially when it's like for months at a time. I like snow. I like snowboarding, but I like going somewhere that has snow, like the aforementioned Lake Tahoe, having some fun in it, and then coming home to a place that doesn't have snow. All right. Number 5, I'm going to put stockings. I didn't used to really like stockings, but like a couple years ago, we found some pretty cute stockings that we had like our names put on and stuff, and we hang those up, and they're really nice decoration. We don't really put shit in them, so maybe I'll start to like stockings less when I have to like think of stocking stuffers when my kids get older. But for right now, they're fine. All right. Number 4, I'm going to go the Christmas tree. I do really like the Christmas tree. What I don't like about the Christmas tree is setting it up and taking it down. But aside from that, when it's up there, looks pretty. And it's, I like it more lately because a couple years ago we got an artificial tree that has the lights like built into it, so I don't have to like hang the lights every year. We just put up the ornaments. That saves a lot of time. So I like that. Number 3, gold, myrrh, and frankincense. Now, I don't really care about myrrh and frankincense, to be honest. But gold, gold makes the world go round.
It sure does.
That's why they call it gold. So yeah.
When you get down to your last 3 rankings, why didn't you say, I don't want to be as dramatic as to count to 3?
Joke no one gets. All right. Number 2, I'm going Christmas music. Now, some Christmas music can be very, very, very annoying. But there are some Christmas songs that I like legitimately like. And something about like, oh, these songs only get played at this time of year. Just to add some additional appeal to them. Kind of puts you in the mood of the season. Number 1, Christmas lights. I don't like hanging up Christmas lights. We do sort of a minimal thing at our house, just like some wrap them around the banisters on our front steps, and like that's about it. But I love other people that put up Christmas lights. I like driving around, looking at fancy Christmas lights, like neighborhoods that there's those neighborhoods where everybody in the neighborhood goes ape shit or whatever. I like that. So that's sort of a really fun
going ape shit.
Oh fuck! Look at those lights! Shit!
All right, so that's my ranking. Who's up?
Either one.
I'll go. Mine's very different. Pretty different than yours. So,
somebody likes mistletoe.
Starting at the back is gingerbread houses.
All right.
They're not fun to build. I don't like any of the shit that's on them either. Right?
Yeah.
Eating them's not fun, and it just looks like something you should be able to eat. And I'm also not crafty. I suck at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm putting them 10. 9 is gold, myrrh, and frankincense.
Wow.
I don't have any real positive or negative feelings about it. It's just kind of there. I do. We Three Kings is maybe my top Christmas song. So, but
the California Raisins version specifically. I love that one.
The California Raisins.
There's like a California Raisins. There's a California Raisins Christmas special. And they have like a bunch of claymation people doing songs, and they had like a peppy version of We Three Kings. It's pretty great.
Anyway, I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Number 8 is shopping. I don't enjoy shopping. It's semi-tolerable, like to do once at Christmas, to walk around like the mall and just see the Christmas things around. But the actual looking and buying the objects is not fun. But that's any time of year. So 7 is snow. I like the warm weather better. It's fun when I have kids now and we can do things in the snow, sledding and things like that. So I do enjoy it for that. But I just assume it only be there for a much shorter time. 6 is the music. The music is okay at the beginning of Christmas season. It starts way too fucking early.
True.
But by time it's over, I'm just like, I can't hear like Happy holidays, like one more fucking time. So usually I'm pretty damn sick of it. And now that I've kind of now that it's like easier to like with Spotify and all these things to just listen to whatever songs you want very easily, and you don't have to have discs and things, you can find other Christmas music that's better than stuff that's played on the radio all the time. Now these are the top 5 are ones that I would say I'm actually like. The other ones I'm not so high on. 5, I put the lights. I enjoy driving around to look at lights on Christmas Eve. We do put them up, and they're a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it adds something different to the year, so I like it. 4 is mistletoe. Hey, who doesn't want to get smooched, right?
I realized my mistletoe rant made me sound like an incel a little bit.
I've never kissed someone under the mistletoe either. I don't know anyone that hangs it.
I don't even know I've seen mistletoe anywhere other than in movies.
Yeah, but the idea of it sounds sounds all right. Yeah,
Novak, weren't you walking around a mistletoe party with dangling from your belt one time? Is that what I heard?
I was under there just rubbing my hands together, and I just started fucking clapping so fast. And
I heard you were rubbing together faster than 2 snakes behind a microwave.
Anyone want to rub snakes under this mistletoe? Number 3, the tree. I enjoy putting up the tree and putting things on the tree. Things that my kids have made and different ornaments. I think putting up the tree is fun. I couldn't imagine having a Christmas without a tree, which some people do. So it's an important thing to me. Number 2 is the stockings. I think that the stockings are a very underrated part of Christmas. I always looked forward to going to those stockings and seeing what was in there to eat. And number 1,
unbelievable,
took a fucking shit on Santa Claus.
Unbelievable.
But Santa's the fucking man. I don't get what is bad about this dude, right? And also, like, hey, all those other like shitty kids that you are annoying you, he doesn't give him anything. Man, I enjoy that. This guy, he plays favorites, and I love it. So.
But every kid gets stuff. No one actually gets coal. That's the problem. He doesn't deliver on his threats. Empty threats from this.
His threats. He's constantly coming over the airwaves and screaming at kids. Fucking behave or you'll get jack shit.
And it's, as a parent, it could be a nice little parenting device there to say, do you want to get, you want fucking coal this year or not? So, like you did the last couple of years?
That's what you say to your kids? You want to get fucking coal? You fucking little shit.
I just say, you want to sleep in the microwave again? Behave.
All right, Guy, what do you got?
I'm up. Okay. So I think I'm a little
the only
bit
one
more...
left.
Yeah, well, hold on. Here's Santa. Hey, kids. Frankincense the bomb.
I rank myself last. Look, I suck. Ho, ho,
ho. So I think I'm a little bit more in line with Novak probably than Chad.
God damn it.
Number 10. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Like,
I
don't need these fucking things.
What am I gonna don't like gold?
Gold's fine.
It shouldn't have been on the list.
It's not a Christmas thing.
It was delivered on Christmas.
I know the story. I heard the song on the California Raisin special.
You didn't even put Jesus in the list.
Wow. I didn't want people to know where I was going to rank Jesus.
Number 13, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And I couldn't tell you a use number 1 for myrrh. I don't know the fuck that is.
Yeah, one of them.
Myrrh.
One of them is for like burning for incense, and the other one's for perfumes.
I'm gonna guess the incense one is frankincense. I'm just gonna guess, but
I think it's the other way around, but I'm not sure.
Okay, myrrh is fun to say, myrrh, but I'm
myrrh is the sound that that guy clapping made. Myrrh.
Yeah. I'm out on that.
So fun to say you called it mirror.
Mere minutes ago, I called it mere. Number 9, I'm with you guys both. Gingerbread sucks. I don't like it. I don't really like the flavor of ginger at all. I don't like gingerbread. The houses are shitty. I'm also not a craftsman. I don't have any interest in building a house that's like half slumped over and just pasted together with icing. And Novak brings up another good point is like all the other stuff on it sucks too. Like those hard little balls and like gumdrops suck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't like anything about gingerbread houses.
Shitty
Fuck 'em.
design, one story.
Yeah.
No indoor plumbing.
Doesn't even have a basement.
Like even gingerbread men I don't like, especially because they're not, and there's no balls or dick. There's no like larynx.
What?
There's nothing. They're not anatomically correct. If you're going to make a man, make a man.
Wait, balls, dick, and then larynx?
I was thinking of another thing. I don't know. I'm trying to get away from just balls and dick. It made it sound weird. I think I made it sound worse though when I picked out larynx. It sounded a little Hannibal Lecter-y. And then, okay, so that was number 9. Number 8 is mistletoe. I just don't. I think it's. I don't care about it because I've never seen it in use.
You don't like a smooch?
I don't mind a smooch, but like I've never had to rely on an external device to go get one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
My
what a
natural
fucking
charisma.
charmed life you've led.
I've got the fucking package of a well-built gingerbread man over here.
I've got a larynx for days.
He thinks with this larynx I need a fucking mistletoe.
I just put on some Barry White, light some myrrh, and have my way. No, I just mistletoe. Who the fucking knows? I've never seen it actually used. It feels like a plot device in Christmas movies, and that's it. 7, Christmas music sucks. Universally sucks. All of it sucks.
That's fair opinion.
We Three Kings is good. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is decent. And do you know that song?
I do. It's the fucking worst of all.
No. The California Raisins Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
That is a good one. Yeah.
It's real soulful. And then there's a few that are not bad, but most of them suck. And they're played way too early. Like you'll go into like a department store like a week before Thanksgiving and you hear, fucking jingle bells and you're like, no, I don't like it. It's not interesting. Your point of you could listen to it all year round. Yeah, you could, but why? Like, they're not good songs. Like, why would I want to hear Silver Bells in July? It's stupid. So no, I don't. And I think it also didn't help. I worked at a grocery store for a while. So like working at grocery stores and department stores, you hear that Muzak version of that song like on repeat forever, and it kind of burned me out on it.
Yeah.
6, snow. I don't hate snow. I don't care. I am kind of one of those people, like, I want a little bit of snow on the ground for Christmas. Like, if it could snow the day before Christmas and melt the day after, I'd be good. As an adult, it's my job to clear the snow. And here in Illinois, that is a fucking pain in the ass. I have, like, get the snow blower out, get my snow pants on, work up a good sweat, trying to dig ourselves out of a snowstorm. That's not fun. So, fuck snow. 5, I will go with shopping. And the reason I put 5 right down the middle is I hate shopping in general. However, I kind of like shopping at Christmas, like, especially like it's fun to shop for the kids. Now, as they get older and they have more mundane wants, like clothes and stuff, maybe it'll be less exciting. But like, it was really fun when they were kids, like picking out toys for them and like,
buying toys is fun.
That's fun. And my nephew, and when I buy toys for him, that's a lot of fun. So I enjoy that. I enjoy like figuring out a cool present to give my wife and then seeing the reaction and stuff. So because of the like advent of like online shopping, it takes all the hassle of having to go into a fucking store and deal with people away. And so I don't mind like doing a bunch of shopping on Amazon or something and that. So I like that part of it. The rest,
my 2 girls like had no interest in cars or anything at one point, but I was like, well, they gotta get one of those Hot Wheels loops.
So you can play with it.
Yeah, so they're like playing with some other shit, and I'm like flinging cars through the loop over in the corner.
Yeah, it was weird. Like before, my kids were really into cooked meat. I was like, they really need a brand new Weber grill. It's really strange. I'm back there flipping burgers, and they're just like looking out the window, like, "Where's my present?" It was like, "Enjoy this filet mignon." No, so I'll take shopping at 5. 4, stockings. Stockings are cool. I don't really care about the stuff in them. We have like my mom made like really fancy like needlepoint cross stitch like handmade stockings, and they're really cool, like elaborate designs and stuff. I've had mine since I was a kid. She made one for my kids and for my wife and stuff. So I like those. It's like one of those things that reminds me of being a kid on Christmas. So I like the stocking just for what it is, not necessarily because someone stuffed an orange down there. I don't care about that. 3 Christmas
fucking fruit in your stacking. Maybe that's
we got
why you don't
fruit.
like it.
No, we got apples and oranges, a little bit of candy, and then like one gift. So I'd get like an action figure or something. Not now, obviously. I got a hymnal and an orange and 1 dice. I guess that'd be a die. 3, I think I'm on. Yeah, 3 is Christmas lights. I don't have interest one in hanging lights, getting up on a ladder, stapling lights, taking them down. Fuck all of that. However, I do like watching other people's hard work come to fruition, and like it's neat sometimes driving around at night and seeing all the lights in the neighborhood. That's cool. 2, Santa. Santa's awesome. Santa's like, I love the concept of Santa, that there's this thing that everyone believes in, and it's kind of becomes like this secret club when you get older and you know that he's not real. And like, I also love him. Oh shit! Sorry. Excuse me, children. What'd you say? Santa's here. I also find it to be, and I think my son knows. In fact, I guarantee my son
Is
knows.
he listening up right now?
I got to be real
Whispering.
quiet. He's like comes up like tears streaming down his face.
You have no issue with shouting about fucking snakes, but you're like, he might know about Santa.
Well, he already knows about fucking snakes. We've had him behind our microwave for last week. But no, like I think my daughter doesn't know, and it's a very handy parenting tool. Like starting as early as like September, you can be like, Santa's watching, and like make them do stuff that they normally do. And then number 1, the tree. What?
Okay.
Well, I just meant like behave.
They don't normally do.
My kids don't normally bathe or brush their teeth.
Cook me up a steak on your new Weber grill. Santa's watching.
Tell the police I'm a good parent. What? And then number 1 is the tree. Again, I don't mind setting it up. I don't mind tearing it down. I normally don't participate in those activities, but I like having it up, and I like seeing other people's trees. And like growing up, again, it was our thing on Christmas. Like the tree, we never saw the tree get put up until my mom and dad would put it up on Christmas Eve with all the lights, I think. Nah, maybe earlier than that. Anyway, we'd come down and all the presents were there and it was all lit up, and we'd go like find our favorite ornaments and stuff. It was like really fun. So the tree's awesome. The tree is great. I am, however, and this may be controversial, I meant to ask you guys, I am pro fake tree all the way. Are you real tree or fake tree?
Fake tree.
Fake tree, 100%.
Oh, okay. A lot of people get pissy about that. Like, oh, it's got to be a real tree. I'm like, no, it smells like shit. There's stuff everywhere. The
Can't
dog
waste your
eats
time
it.
with a real tree.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. No. Plus, like I said, with the fake tree, I got the lights built in and stuff, so all we have to do is ornaments. It's super easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only problem we have with the tree is sometimes the cat tries to hide in it and then like tips it over and shit. So be careful there. But yeah, that's my list. So what's the damage here?
Very interesting. All right, so at the bottom here, Geiger, actually, your last 3 there kind of decided it. We had sort of like a 3-way tie for the top 3. Okay. In a lot of ways. All right, so last place here, gingerbread houses with 27 points. No one gives a shit about those. They're bad. We all know that. Then we have a 3-way tie for 7th, 8th, and 9th with 22 points between shopping, mistletoe, and gold, myrrh, and frankincense. A very disappointing outing for my boy GMF. Sad to see that. All right, then at 6th place, 19 points, we have snow. None of us, we were all kind of middle of the road about snow. Deservedly so, I would say. All right, so our crazy horse position here, number 5, we have got Christmas music, mostly brought up because I ranked it maybe a little higher than I probably should have. All right, so here is our top 4. Number 4 with 11 points is Stockings. Number 3 with 10 points, that piece of shit Santa Claus. Then number 2 with 9 points is Christmas Lights. And our number 1 with 8 points, Christmas Trees. So that top 4, 11, 10, 9, and 8 points. Very neck and neck right there. So there you go. That is our Mount Christmasmore, a.k.a. Christmas Mount Snackmore.
Fairly predictable. Those top 4 are like
Yeah.
the quintessential Christmas items.
Yeah, I should have dunked Santa Claus even lower.
You did forget. You did forget the greatest Christmas tradition of all, and that's listening to 3 men talk about plant-based meat products. That's a tradition like none other.
All right, let's eat I'm super excited to eat these Tate's cookies because I've had some, not this flavor variety of Tate's, but I've had some Tate's before, and I've been a fan. So this is the Tate's Bake Shop Walnut. Is it just walnut cookies? Is that it?
Walnut chocolate chip.
Walnut chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. Anything on the package we need to know, Chad?
Well, they're walnut chocolate chip cookies. It says crispy, uniquely crispy, deeply delicious, crispy, thin, and scrumptious. Signature thin, crispy cookies. So, a lot of reinforcing that they are crispy.
Sounds like they're thin, too.
But, yeah, a lot of Tate's are like that, right? Like, I also have tried not this flavor, but a lot of other Tate's flavors. And have enjoyed them in the past. I think Tate's is kind of that cookie where, like, at least for me, this is the type of cookie where, like, Dunkin' Milk or GTFO kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I love the Tate's, like the plain Tate's chocolate chip cookie dunked in milk is really, really good to me. But like just kind of eating them on their own is a little less interesting.
Dunkin' cookie or GMF?
I don't. I guess maybe I'll taste a little walnut in the aftertaste, but
yeah,
they're hard to find.
Yeah.
But I don't mind a walnut in a cookie. Doesn't bother me. It gives it a little bit of a different flavor from your standard chocolate chip cookie. So the Tate's cookies are, in theory, not my ideal chocolate chip cookie. Not something I would be very high on. But from the first time I had them, I thought they were great.
Is that because they're like crispy and not chewy?
Well, and I don't like, right, that's why I don't normally like a crispy, non-chewy chocolate chip cookie. It's not usually up there, but they do a really good job with their chocolate chip cookies. And I've always enjoyed Tate's. I think I don't usually get them because the package is a little smaller and a little more costly.
Right.
But they are tasty. I cannot deny that. And as a chocolate chip fan, I'm going to give them their due here. And I'm going to give these Tate's Bake Shop cookies a love dat.
Whoa.
Wow.
Very impressed. I highly recommend these. If you are a chocolate chip cookie fan, to give them a shot. Let's see if you guys agree, Geiger.
As I eat my third one, I'm with you that there is, like, the walnut seems kind of superfluous. Like they're really not there for any reason. But I'm with you. I don't mind a softer cookie. I don't mind a crunchy cookie as long as it's good. I don't care. I do like that these are thin and crispy, which they mentioned several times in the package. It turns out, but my main problem with the last two is that chunk style where you got maybe one chocolate chip. They have solved that. Matt needs to get his ass over to Tate's to see what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure what they're doing is just adding more chocolate chips. But there's a lot of chocolate in each one. They are a really good consistency. It's probably better for this kind of store-bought chip that has to sit on the shelf for a bunch of time to be crispy. Like you don't have to worry as much about it coming off as stale or less fresh tasting. And they almost, I don't know if they use a lot of butter or something, but there's kind of richness to them or something
Very
that aren't in
buttery.
the other ones. They're very buttery. They're not like a shortbread cookie, but they are good. So I can't go quite to say I love that, but I will give it a strong like. These are really good.
All right, so they're likely going to win this anyway, but let's see how Chad feels.
But I'll talk anyways. Yeah, these are definitely not the Santa Claus of cookies. I will say that. They taste good. They have a point.
Not third best.
Santa tastes bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The worst tasting larynx I've ever had. The cookies are very, 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 very good. They are strictly worse than the non-walnut version. That is for sure. Because you barely taste the walnut, but it's mostly in the aftertaste. And to me, it brings it down a little bit. Like walnut, not necessarily my favorite flavor to begin with. So I am going to dock it a little bit for that. But honestly, even the regular Tate's chocolate chip cookie, I'm not sure I would give a love dat to. I just don't think I can give a love dat to a crispy chocolate chip cookie, because to me, the best form of a chocolate chip cookie is always going to be a chewy chocolate chip cookie, or at the very least, one that's chewy in the middle and crispy around the edges, which I think is maybe just not possible with a store-bought cookie. I'm not sure. Yeah, so they're very, very good cookies. The clear winner today. I'm going to give them like that.
All right. 11 2 likes. Geiger, are these gluten-free? For some reason, I felt like maybe...
I have no idea.
But I don't know.
No, the package says fuck ton gluten. Actually.
We actually do, and now you say that, somebody dropped off like a care package for my wife, and they had gluten-free Tates in there, and I kind of want to try one now just to see.
Tate's does make a gluten-free cookie. That is correct.
Mm-hmm. That is the best way to get away with a gluten-free cookie, is to make it extremely thin.
Yes. And dry
and load that thing up with chocolate chip cookies, right? Yeah. Or chocolate chips.
It's going to taste like compressed sawdust anyway. So just load it up.
All right, Geiger, where can listeners contact us?
If you want to give us your thoughts about Christmas things, since right now, as we speak, it's nearly Christmas. Mm-hmm. If you have any takes on bear theft or snake fucking or anything else that we talked about at the beginning. What was the a guy rubbing his hands together and calling it clapping. You can reach us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We are on Facebook with a You Tried Dat group. We're on Twitter, # You Tried Dat. We're on Instagram and YouTube. Please let us know what you think of our snack ratings. Let us know what snacks you want us to try. Ask a question for the mailbag. Tell your friends and family if you do like the podcast, and that would be great. And thanks, as always, for listening each and every week without fail. Never missing one single time. Yeah.
I think the most fucked up Christmas song to me was always I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's just very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember having to try to explain that away to my children.
Yeah. Santa Claus
at a young age.
Santa Claus is like an adulterer, right? Like, if you guys like him.
Isn't the joke that, like, it's actually dad or something?
No shit, Sherlock, but, like, we're operating under the world where Santa Claus is real or whatever.
Well, you were talking like he was out there like a swinging
Santa
dick.
with his big swinging dick, taking any woman he wants.
I saw Santa cucking my dad last night. He was crying in the corner with his dick out. Yeah, like the two biggest swinging dicks in all of Christmasdom are definitely, you got Santa and King Wenceslas. The two of them are up there.
What's Wenceslas's deal? I don't know the lyrics well
He
enough
goes to
know.
the Feast of Stephen. That's all I know.
That's it?
Well, he's jolly and old. Jolly old King Wenceslas. and he gets it in. Let's just say the Feast of Stephen was mistletoeless. It was an unnecessary device.
The Feast of Stephen is like a room. It's just the room is just surrounded by microwaves facing out, and he's like, "Fuck anywhere you want. It's all microwaves, baby."
Anywhere you stand, you're technically behind a microwave.
Just a giant microwave orgy. I saw mommy sucking Wenceslas.
All the kids know Wenceslas when they see him.
Was it weird when you had to describe to your kids why mom was kissing Wenceslas on Christmas Eve?
All right. We're going to call it there. But we've got some more holiday episodes coming up. And of course, as mentioned before, we will be eating some fake meat. So remember to stop by for that. That's going to do it for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Pretty good. I think it was way better than last time.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, man. You didn't slow down at all.
Absolutely perfect.
I
You
think
nailed
most
it
of the claps are
exactly.
audible.
Show this to the camera right here.
Holy shit.